So we're here at Cornhucket. I know that building doesn't mean anything to you, but that's the Nowhere building. And we're with Dustin Reese. And I thought it'd be fun to do a quick update interview with Dustin. Maybe talk about his bike a little bit some more. Has anything changed with the bike since the check?
Well, obviously I went with the Profile Signet sprocket.
Ooh, there is a difference there. Still loving it?
Spline drive. It definitely feels good. It's got a real positive feel to it in the engagement. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same. Like, it's been holding up great. Like, I know I might sound a little biased, but it's my favorite bike I've ever had.
I mean, it's honestly, though, it's a beautiful bike. Oh, there's a puppy coming to check out your bike.
Don't pee on my tire.
It looks so nice. You've been riding it for months since then.
March. I've been riding it since March.
And we did that video in early summer, I think. So
I can't remember the date.
How's it been since then? Is it good?
Oh yeah, I haven't had any problems with it. It's still, usually a frame will start to flex a little bit by now. It's still stiff as can be. Like, John Quartz does good work.
There's also an update with another frame model. I think that's new since we did the thing too.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Clone, which is exactly the same style frame, except it doesn't have the platform, and it has the options of no brake mount or brake mounts.
Cool.
It's for people who just don't like the platform, but we called it the Clone because it looks like everybody else's bike.
I mean, that's kind of the concept. And maybe for anyone who didn't see the first video, give a little background on Tech Bike Co. and kind of what the meaning. And
well, a year ago, right here at Cornhucket, me and Trevor were joking around about starting our own company, and Mr. Carl Hinckley in there, he says, now's the time. You guys need to go ahead and do it. And when we got back to Ohio, that's exactly what we did. We gave John Quartz a call and said, hey, we've got this idea. This is what we want to do. We want to build an all-around freestyle bike. Any genre. You can ride dirt on it. You can ride street on it. You can ride park, flatland. It is a freestyle bike, not a street bike. It's not individualized to one discipline. And of course, that's why we did the geometry the way we did, so that you can ride it for anything. And we have way more orders for the Trident than I ever expected. And we've already paid for materials, and we're just waiting for John to get with us for the start time. Like I said, we were going to offer the Clone for those that didn't want the platform. And it will still have the gusseting up here like this does. And, just for everybody. We want everybody to have a bike that they enjoy. They can get whatever top tube that they want. They can have it with brake mounts, without, with the platform, without. Just a good all-around freestyle bike. I think that's been missing from BMX as far as an all-around. Everything's so specialized to one thing, and now somebody who wants to ride everything has a choice of being like, oh, well, that's good for everything that I want to ride.
yeah, maybe talk a little bit about the geometry on it.
Well, like it's middle of the road, 75-degree head tube. Of course, with the 75-degree, you can run 13mm offset forks to make it really quick. You can run 32mm offset forks to make it ride a little slower. The rear end on it, 13.1 to 13.75. So if you're, a real tech street rider and want to slam it short, it's not as short as like 12.6, obviously, but, and if you want to move it back to the 13.75 to ride trails, you've got that option in one frame. You're not limited by, well, I got to set up this bike for this and this bike for that. One frame to rule them all.
Right. What about bottom bracket height?
We went with 11.5, just for stability reasons again.
Yeah.
Like I said, a beginner can get on it and feel comfortable, and a seasoned rider can go on it and feel comfortable. It's
Right.
very straightforward in the air.
Carl,
Doesn't do anything
come
funny.
here. You want to give me your thoughts on, now that you inspired these people to actually do this, that it's a real thing, and you're...
No, it's amazing.
It's a year ago that me and Trevor were kicking around the idea, and you walked over and was like, now's the time to do it.
Yeah. Yep. The industry's got too cookie cutter for too long with all the bikes looking the same. I think Dustin and Trevor are making absolutely kick-ass products. Like, it almost makes me wish I didn't have a frame company, because I'd rock one of these.
You're also wearing one of their new shirts.
I got Dustin's shirt here. I guess I get his crank flip superpowers, he said.
Let's hope.
I'm gonna be upset if I can't crank flip today now.
Too
The
funny.
bike looks incredible, man. I say just keep running with it. Congratulations. Like, it's super. And you can't have a better builder. John Quartz is the man.
Yeah, John is
He's the man.
He builds the nowhere frames
Yep.
too, if you
John's
didn't
the
know.
man.
Like, he did. He took me and Trevor's idea and did exactly what we wanted with it. Hands down.
Right. I mean, so was the platform something that you wanted, or is it something that, like, obviously Trevor's never going to ride without a platform. So it was like he wants it, so you're like, heck yeah, let's do it kind of deal?
Well, I mean, I was riding the double top tube,
Yeah.
so I enjoy the platforms anyways. You know, I like to do frame stand stuff, and I've been working on some backwards frame stand stuff, you know, just stuff that's different, like thinking outside the box. And people are like, well, that's old school. I'm like, well, honestly, it's all school. Why are you limiting yourself on what tricks you want? It's called freestyle, not trendy style. Like, you're supposed to go out and do what you enjoy in BMX and have a good time with it, not just what is going to pay your bills. Because honestly, it's only going to pay the bills for so long before you have to go back to riding for fun. Like, I mean, unless you, obviously, what, you know, me and Trevor did was started our own company. And, you know, it's not to make $1 million, but if it helps support our own BMX habit a little bit and gives everybody else tons of joy, that's more than enough for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So where can people find and like, what's the status with ordering and all of that?
Right now, like I said, we have a list of people, and we're just waiting for John to say, hey, it's time. If somebody wants one, they're more than free to send me or Trevor a message. We'll put you down on the list, and as soon as John says, I've got you ready to go, we'll contact everyone and be like, we're going to start doing them, and then we'll take a deposit. So that'll give people time that, honestly, and I am just being honest, if they decide that's not the way they want to go, when we call them, they can decide at that time that's not the way I want to go. We're going to make the amount of frames that we got anyways, so whatever someone decides they don't want is going to be stock. And I know, like, Albies wants a few and stuff like that, so they'll be out there and available as soon as John's ready.
And you do have a website?
The website is down at the moment because I'm not very web savvy. It must have something to do with being over 50.
Ha.
But I'm going to have somebody help me get it back up and running just for that reason. But I'm kind of waiting, again, for John to say...
And this is not a John problem, this is a material problem.
This is a material problem. We've already paid for the materials. He's just waiting for them to get him the materials.
Correct.
So it's a waiting game for us. I mean, we would much rather have already had them and had them out there. But, you know, we're as locked in as, you know, as you can be.
And you know what they say, anything worth having is worth waiting for. And this bike
It's definitely worth having. Like I said, you know, you get your top tube that you want, and it's going to do everything that you want to do on it.
They've even got team ideas, but we'll wait. We'll wait on that.
Yeah, we got a couple people we're looking at.
So I think
one is a definite.
And you're not going to want to miss that. So I think we'll leave it there. Tech Bike Co. here, Dustin Reese here, and we're going to get Trevor on one of these. We're going to get him.
Trevor is on his way. So.
Yes. All right. So on that note, follow Dustin and Tech Bike Co. We'll get Trevor soon. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you tomorrow for another one. Goodbye to this beautiful, beautiful bike.